Hey Dragon friends, welcome to today's video. We're going to look at the July through August lunar cycle for you. This covers July the 6th through August the 3rd of 2024. And this is exciting times. We're in the year of the dragon, and of course, that means it's a bumpy ride for dragon natives. What can you expect during this time? Oh, and as always, this is my take on the energy and the astrology, and there are thousands and thousands of dragons out there, so not everything will resonate with you. Take what does and leave the rest behind. Okay, let's do this. And this is going to be a much better month for people born under the sign of dragon. While your career will be about the same this month, the money is at least steady. You're having to work a bit more for it, but things are moving forward overall. And if you find yourself stuck and things aren't really working out career-wise, then it's time to take stock of the path that you're currently on and change up your strategy. If things still aren't working out, it could be because you're not in the correct place of employment, and it's time to send out those resumes, dragon. There are some dragons currently who are really struggling to get any kind of traction in their career, while others are finally starting to move forward. It's really important, though, that you look at the bigger picture and look at the work situation or the work environment. And if it's not conducive to building the type of career you want, then yeah, it's time to send out those resumes. If you're a self-employed or gig working dragon, you may see conflicts arise with fellow workers. Now, this is not someone necessarily that works for you, but may work in the same industry or work alongside you. And you can see that their drama is spilling over into your work area. And they're expecting you to side with them, to solve this problem, to just get involved. And it really has nothing to do with you or your business. But if you don't take a stand and put a boundary up, it could definitely influence your business and leave a bad impression on customers. You're going to have to do something. You're going to have to either move away from them or set up a boundary and tell them to cut it out or not deal with these people in this venue again. That can be rather stressful, but once you get through that, you'll see that also the money is steady for you. So the money picked up last lunar cycle, so we see it in at least staying the same, if not increasing just a little bit. For unemployed dragons, this is a time to continue sending out resumes, but you may not have luck until late September. Now, don't get me wrong, you'll probably be offered positions before then, but they're not any placement you want long term. If you're looking for something as a stopgap to bring money in, of course, take the position that you're being offered, but keep sending out resumes because it's not going to be your forever job. Okay, looking at your health. You could catch a cold or have a persistent cough this month. Dress for the weather and eat a more nutritionally balanced diet. Take vitamins and supplements as needed. And also, whenever we have an issue around the throat or a cough, a cold, it's usually something related to the throat chakra, which governs what we need to say. So it could be that you are not stating your truth this month. Also, know your limits when it comes to work and play, and don't overdo it. From exercise to overwork, this is not the time for you to push your body. Look at maintaining your health overall, and and we do this with self-care rather than just pushing forward. Elder dragons will want to spend more time with family this cycle and could benefit from taking small trips with friends and family. Just make sure you set a realistic pace and don't overdo it. Now let's look at your romance. Couples have had arguments last month over petty, silly, trivial situations. And that's because it really didn't have anything to do with the situation. It was really about some unexpressed or unfinished arguments from the past. This cycle, it's really important that you work on better communication and find more harmony at home by communicating, talking things through, and not just letting them simmer in the background. And I think you will. I think it's going to be a calmer time for couples and married dragon natives. Singles who are just beginning a relationship may be sensitive to remarks made by your date. Rather than react, talk things through to prevent this from happening in the future. Clear boundaries around sarcasm, negativity, name calling, and even if they say, oh, it was just a joke, let them know it wasn't funny, you don't appreciate it, and it's not going to happen again. If your date can't see the value in this or doesn't validate your feelings, then it's a clear sign to the brakes on this relationship before you get too involved with them, because if they're not going to respect you at this stage, it's only going to get worse. Overall, singles are feeling love. Lots of attention right now from people following you around, contacting you online, exes calling you, texting you out of the blue. All of this is happening as well. But honestly, Dragon, you don't have time for it. You're focused on your career, you're focused on your health, you're focused on other people, and it's just kind of a bother to you. Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong, singles can be drawn to a special person. If you haven't made a love connection yet, don't worry, it's out there. But you need to make room in your life for it. There are some dragons who will probably make a confession to someone in their circle this month, and it's probably going to work out, and you'll find out that they have feelings for you too. But it's really key that you choose an appropriate place and time to confess. You don't want to ambush them or put this person on the spot. They're likely, as I said, to return your feelings, but they may not be comfortable with a big public display of affection or romance. So really think about that before you do it. This is a really busy month for you. That's why it's important to make a point to be mindful of where you're directing all this energy. Slow down every once in a while and try to figure out what is really important that day, rather than just, get up and hit the ground running as you're known to do. Think about how you can take better care of yourself, how you can nurture your body, mind, and soul, and how you can be of help to the collective. So it's a lot. It's a lot for you, but you're in a good spot overall, and we see things really coming together over the next couple of months. Hang in there and know things are improving for Dragon natives. Have a great month.